This is a BunkerBoy production.
Pick the weeds, whip the edge, blow it out, fill it in, move on to the next. It's the BunkerBoy Show. It's the BunkerBoy Podcast. It's the BunkerBoy Podcast.
Hello, welcome to another episode. I'm Brad.
And I'm AJ.
What's up, my dog? How you doing, man?
So good, buddy. How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. What's the date today? January 22nd. It's Saturday.
There's a lot of birthdays we got today of some old buddies. Yeah, it's that 22nd of the month. You know,
Yeah,
you know the date.
There's a lot of birthdays.
Let's get right into it, buddy. Tell me about your week. What you been doing? What you been up to?
Dude, normal week. I mean, pretty slow. Got out of work early a couple days, but just still working, man. Tomorrow, actually, I just remembered this. Tomorrow, I got to take like a big like acuplacer test for school. So I got to take it's like reading, writing, and all this algebra stuff. So I've just been kind of remembering like algebra formulas.
You got all those old textbooks out and shit, or what? Your old notebooks?
See, that's the thing. I threw all my shit away. Like when I was in college, I threw all my high school shit away, which I had the best notes for algebra because I just wrote everything out. But I wish I would have kept it. But I really just got to like review. I just been watching YouTube videos on, because once I see them do it, I remember how to do it.
Yeah,
it's just the
hits
steps,
you.
Yeah. Like, do you just?
No, there's.
It's kind of that thing.
No, I get you, dude. I get you. That's unfortunate that you just took everything you worked so hard for a couple months and just tossed it right in the trash. I feel bad,
dude. Yeah, I don't know. I thought I was done with it. Like I thought I had it in the bag, and I thought I wouldn't need it because I would already be done with the school stuff. So I was like, fuck it.
No, I feel you, dude. That's cool. I didn't know you were studying and shit like that. Are you nervous at all? Like,
no, I'm not. It's not like a big thing. It's just like if I do bad, then I have to do another algebra course. So they just get more money from me. So the better I do, the less money they take from me. But I've just been doing that. I mean, I kind of feel stupid going over that, just knowing how much I forgot. But how was your week, man? What have you been doing?
Before I go into my week, don't feel stupid, because a lot of that stuff, if you're not like into that specific genre of like learning, it goes in one ear and out the other. I'm the same way. I don't remember. I mean, I remember there was songs they used to teach us in school to remember all the equations, and that's gone. Like I'm right there with you. I don't have any of that algebra in my head anymore.
Yeah, there was a couple songs they taught us. I remember.
It's like A over B equals C4. Yeah, dude, I don't know. But my week was pretty mundane as usual. I feel like I'm saying the same thing, but I worked and froze my ass off. I guess one positive thing I can take from freezing my ass off this week was like the fact that now that I've been outside in like 0 degree and -8 degree weather for as long as I have, like being out in 20-degree weather feels like 60-degree weather, if that makes sense. Like, no, dude, it does. Like I'm out in the 20-degree weather now. Like, oh, it's really not that bad. Like it kind of accustomed me a little. So I guess that's a positive takeaway. But other than that, I just been doing the electrical thing, just changing lights, just a light guy,
Nothing funny though. Nothing like where you just thought about, you're like,
nothing funny. No, something a little frustrating. I don't know how much in depth I want to go into it, but I just got my truck back finally. And the people that I dealt with over at the auto shop were just complete jamos. Like they had no idea what was going on. I had my truck there for maybe 18 days, 17 days, and they were supposed to fix an oil pan the next day that I dropped it off.
Yeah.
And they just kept pushing it back and pushing it back. And then the day that it was scheduled to go in, they called me and said, hey, so we're coming to pick up your truck from your residence, right? Like your address. And I said, no, my truck's already at your shop. And they're like, oh, okay, well, we'll get that right in. So they get it in and they're supposed to drop it off that next day. I didn't get it for another 3 days. And last night at about 8 o'clock at night, some old geezer came and dropped my truck off and accidentally left the keys of another person's car in the visor of my truck. So today I had to wait around until this old geezer showed back up and picked up some random person's car keys. Like I've just been, dude, it's this place. I've said this enough. Like I've never wanted to leave a bad Yelp review, but I'm at the point where I want to just download Yelp and go give them a 0-star. Cause
you gotta do more than Yelp, dude. You gotta go in there and just speak your mind, dude.
I know, dude. I speak my mind on the phone with them, but I'm not very confrontational when it comes to going up and like.
Yeah, because you already know it's just a waste of your time.
I know it's a waste of my time. It's a waste of my energy. I don't know. It's just, I just have to roll with the punches at this point. But
what kind of car keys was left? Like a good car?
I think it was like, how your sister had that like red Ford Focus.
Yeah, just like one single key.
Yeah, it was just a single key.
That's not a good car, dude.
No. I was willing to just say like, hey, I don't have any keys in my car. Sorry, like I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah. But I was like, I know somebody out there needed that key, so I was like, I guess I'll wait around and ruin my fucking day. But yeah, that's really what's happened with me today and this kind of week. It's just been roll with the punches.
Feel that, bro. That's funny.
It is kind of funny, but it's also aggravating that people can't, like, when you hire someone to go do something and you're paying for that.
Oh yeah.
You expect that to get done, and it's just frustrating when it doesn't get done in the time that they say they can get it done. I don't know. It drives me batty.
Is that the same place you went to last time when you hit that side rail?
Yeah. Well, let's not get into that. Yeah.
Dude, what'd you do this time?
I didn't do anything. I just had a leaky oil pan. Like
I would
like park in places, and then I would notice that there was like that rainbow film underneath the truck. And I was all right, something's not right. And that's when I took it in. They put in a faulty oil pan. So that's why I had to bring it back. This place, I could speak on them for.
What's the name of it? You want to call them out?
No, I don't. They don't deserve that respect. They don't deserve to get called out like that. I don't want to waste any more time on these people.
We'll get you off of that, dude. So dude, you won the week's NFL picks. You did pretty good.
Hey, units.
Yeah, baby.
Your boys got units.
With that new betting system, this puts you at 1.36 units for the year, and I am at negative 0.62.
Sounds so good.
For that, I will take 2 shots. I went and picked up this Jack Daniel's Tennessee Apple for.
Also, since you're gonna take a shot, I'm going to take this last little bit and finally finish off this Hollerhead so people can look at this bottle anymore.
About
something
time.
Else next week. But yeah, let's take a shot. Hey, I got through it. I'm not a big heavy drinker like you motherfucker.
I'm not a heavy drinker, dude. This is just
I know,
Saturday
dude.
thing.
I'm just joshing you, bro. Come on.
Yeah.
Take that shot.
I'll be known as anything else besides a fucking alcoholic, dude.
It is very good.
But
shout out to Dana White one more time.
Yeah, dude. Shout out to Dana. No, dude, that's good. That's good stuff. Speaking of Dana White, what did we get this week, man?
Hey, do you want to break the news, or do you really want me to break the news?
No, it's not really breaking news. We don't got the guest that we wanted. Tell them about the guest, actually.
So we had a guest planned for this week's episode. It was part of the trio that would be going down to Vegas with, my father was supposed to be on here. We ended up getting another great guest that you guys will hear eventually on in this podcast. But my father, we were going to break the news that we got the tickets. Actually, we're going to UFC 272 in Las Vegas, Nevada. We go see the main card of Jorge Masvidal and Colby Covington. But it's also featuring some other great fights like the boy Bryce Bryce, what is it? Nasty Mitchell.
Thug
And
Nasty.
okay. He ain't no thug. I know
But
he raps. He ain't a thug. No, don't make that face, bro. Come
hey,
on.
man, I mean, if you're just skinning squirrels on the daily, living in a trailer,
That's
and
true.
you got money. I mean,
That's true. It's a
that's a
different way
savage
of
mindset.
it's a different way of thugging. You're
I
right.
know he
But
he grew up without a dad, so he had a thug. He said he went out there and fed his mother on the streets. That's
no,
a
I
thug to
respect
me,
it.
man.
I respect it. He's bringing them steak home or those steak dinners back home to Arkansas. But yeah, we actually got the tickets. We got our hotel accommodations set. We got our flights booked. We're going March 5th, right?
Yeah, but I want to talk about the guest, dude, because this is what I was saying last week. Remember when you said we got a special guest, and I said, well, it's not we didn't get it yet, so don't promise it. That's it. This is why.
It'll occur, bro. It'll
Yeah.
occur. It's like it's a cliffhanger. Eventually, we will finish that promise, I guess. But
Yeah.
we couldn't get him. Some stuff came up, so we ended up getting the homie to stop in and chat with us for a while.
Yeah, at
But
least we
yeah,
got somebody,
so
man.
are you stoked about getting these tickets or what? Like, it was,
Dude, I'm stoked. I just love going out there, and I think just me, you, and your pops is a good crew. Your dad likes to ball out, and I like ball out energy. I like that mindset. So
yeah, you two have different energy than me. Like,
it's
you
kind of
two
just like a
have
3-day splurge where I just go out there and like everything's open, every door is open. Let's go.
Yeah, I still throw caution to the wind in that sense. Like, I see you throwing down 100 and I'm like, Brad, don't do it. And then you lose it. And then you double down and throw 200 on the next. And I'm like, all right, he's doing it. So
Yeah,
it's
I
just,
think
you guys
I think
share that same mentality.
this time I just want to go to CVS every day when we wake up. I'll grab like a 12-pack of Miller, and we'll just walk around with a case of beer all day. Just fucking
That's
drink.
fine with me. I mean, we're going there to have a good time. So we might as well do that.
Yeah, man. But
I didn't think you were a Miller Lite guy, but
I mean, I've been liking Miller Lite. It just switches up, like everything just tastes different all the time. It's
yeah, no, I
crazy.
feel you.
Like usually I'm always a Bud Light guy. That's just like what. So is Michelob Ultra. Bud Light and
Yeah,
Michelob are kind of the same.
Your presence screams Bud Light, so I figured we
It
would just be
does,
drinking.
doesn't it? Do you think it's the
I
blonde
figured
hair?
we
I
would-
think it's the blonde
yeah,
hair.
it's the blonde hair, it's the shoulders that you got. Like, it just seems like you could throw back some fucking Bud
just
Light.
a
I don't
couple
know.
blue cans, yeah.
Yeah, the blue cans just match those blue eyes of yours. It just goes together.
Yeah, you look like a Miller Lite guy for sure.
Oh, dude, I can put Miller's.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
I love Miller.
That's funny.
So I'm
dude.
happy that you're switching over, because it'll just make my drinking easier. Whatever.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I mean, I'm not switching.
That's
I just
cool.
like different shit all the time, dude. But let's get off this UFC. Dude, what's something positive you live by this week? Hit us with something positive before we start. Then we'll get into some good shit.
Well, I like to read mottos. This motto is like what you do, and then you will do your best. And I guess how I can relate to that is, like, at first when I started working and doing what I was doing, I didn't necessarily, like, I couldn't say that I liked doing what I was doing, but because I just didn't know anything. Like, I just felt like I was just an extra person trying to help the job get done. But
Yeah.
now that I've actually learned, like, I know what we're doing. They don't have to tell me every time, like, what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I can go out there and they can trust me in what I'm doing. That's what built the kind of, like, confidence in me to like what I'm actually doing, like, and take pride in what I'm doing. I don't know. I just want to go to work each day. I mean, because essentially my motto doesn't always have to be built around work, but that's what I'm doing most of the time. So I try to apply it to, like, what I'm doing. I don't know.
No, that's a good way to look at it. That's kind of what I've been.
Yeah. Once I've learned, like, once I've been there and put in the experience and the time, it feels better to know that you're doing something right, I guess, and, like, take the pride in that. So that's kind of that's what resonated with me this week.
Yeah.
No,
that's
what about you?
Yeah, no, that's cool. That's kind of how I look at it too. Like, you want to like what you're doing, but you don't want to force yourself to like what you're doing. Like you don't want to force
Right.
yourself to like being in that moment at that time. You want
Right.
to like actually want to go out. I want to go rewire that shit and I want to make it this way in my
Yeah, and
style.
you naturally want to get that feeling of like,
Yeah.
oh, I actually do like what I'm doing, and not like you said, force like, oh, I mean, I'm committed to doing this, so I definitely like what I'm doing. You know, like
Yeah.
I'm not convincing myself that I like what I'm doing.
That's
I'm
good.
actually
Natural.
feeling what I like what I'm
That's
doing.
natural
Yeah,
and
it's
present feeling. That's what I'm doing too. That's yeah.
yeah.
That's good
No,
shit,
that's
man.
I'm happy that you're taking that test tomorrow and moving on to like the next level. You know,
Well,
it's good to
yeah.
see
I've been wanting to do this
your
for a
boys.
while.
No, I know, but it's good to see your boys making moves like that. You know, I like seeing that.
Yeah,
I
dude.
just the one thing that drives me crazy, but I know that being in Michigan kind of holds you back, is that like Michigan is a very unionized state. Like
yeah.
everything about Michigan just screams like, yo, join a union. I just wish that you didn't have to join a union,
You
because
don't.
eventually I know you don't, but when we were talking about this off camera, you were saying that what were you saying, that it makes sense to join a union, or that that's all that's available to you?
No, it's
Like,
just
I
it's
don't,
really easy to get into a union and it's just that there's benefits there, there's insurance there, there's 401k. Other companies have their own packages they offer, So as
right.
far as
But it
pension,
just sucks. It sucks because if I were to want to start a company with you in electrical, I wouldn't be able to do that, you know, because it's like I'm taking money away from the union. Like you're taking money away from the union, joining the union, you know, and
kinda.
they wouldn't allow that. No, they don't like it when you join a union and then you go do side work and do other
Yeah, well,
work
that's
because
what's
you're
gonna
taking money.
happen. That's just
What do you
what's
mean
gonna
that's what's
happen.
gonna happen?
I don't care. It doesn't
What
doesn't matter what they like. I don't like what they like and they don't like what I like. I'm there to just get my license and then you do your own thing after that. It's just plotting
if
and
you can
moving and
I don't know how hard it is to get out of a union, but it'd be awesome if you could
it's
get
it's
your
not like you don't
license
like
and
sign
then
your life. It's just a job, dude. It's not like you sign a contract. We have to stay there for so many years. It's just a job. It's just a union where you pay your union dues and you get union benefits, but you're always protected. So it's
yeah.
just like a standard way to get into the trade. But to get into like a non-union company, you have to find like a separate company. Like how you want to start an electrician company,
Yeah.
that would be like a non-union thing. And so you're probably scouting for the best option out there. You want somebody with a background. I don't have that right now. So by me going and get this 1 year certificate, it gives me a background to where I can go to any company. I don't have to choose like the shittiest one. I can start at a good one.
Well, no, I get that. And the way I look at it is I'm 2 years ahead of you right now. So in 2 more years, I'd have my license, and then I could bring you on as an apprentice and you could work under
That'd be
me.
so
And then
tight, dude.
I know that's how I'd want to do it. You know, like it's
How
just
many years you got left?
2 years. You got 4 years ahead of you, bro. I
Damn,
mean,
dude, that'd been so sweet if that worked out.
I I know, dude. It's all right. I mean, we'll definitely figure something else out in the future, but yeah, that's essentially it.
Yeah.
I don't want to go too much more into this because we'll bore the people, but
Yeah, no, that's true. But anyways, my positive thing for the week, I don't know if I already said this, but like
just send it again.
this is something that I like to live by because like I always find myself just in a place where it's like, why? Why does somebody have to give like birth to me? Why do I gotta be here? Like, but like, dude, like Theo Von told me this like 2 years ago. I remember listening to him. He's just like, life is a job that no one signed up for. Like you got to realize whether you like it or whether you don't, the person who liked it didn't sign up for it. The person who just doesn't want to be here didn't sign up for it, but you're here. Nope, this is a job no one signed up for. It's just a job that's got to be done. And if you can enjoy your job while doing it, it's the best way to go about it.
And
So whenever you
that's all
find
I try.
yourself,
Yeah, that's all I try to shoot for. That's all that anyone should try to shoot for, is just enjoying what they're doing, you know? Like,
yeah. So when you're looking at somebody, you're getting mad at them or something like, hey, he didn't sign up for this. I didn't sign up for this. Might as well just have a
no,
good time, just compliment.
right.
Just move on, bro.
Exactly. No, I love it. I love that.
Yeah.
That's a perfect way to look at it. So that's good, man. I'm glad that your week was good. I'm glad that you had some motivation to kind of,
I
not
always
even
have
motivation, but
motivation.
I know you're a very motivational dude. I appreciate that because when we were younger, I didn't look at you like that, but now I see it. It
Yeah.
makes me happy that you're happy, I guess. I like seeing my friends and the people that I love the most being happy. So it makes me feel good.
Yeah. I like that too. But dude, what are we drinking today? What do we got today?
All right, so this one was recommended by a good buddy, an old friend, Jordan Monarch.
Shout out, baby.
That might eventually appear on this podcast with us if he ever wants to answer a call or a text. But
Oh, he
we
answered,
both.
bro.
Oh, did he? I don't know. I didn't reach out to him. But yeah, we got the good old Bell's Two Hearted Ale this week. Explain what's the can say? What do we got?
So we have another Bell's here, huh? So this is American IPA. I personally am not a fan of IPAs. Dude, I was thinking about this week though, when I was thinking about this drink. I was like, dude, like a guy who shows up to like a shindig or a get together with like a IPA or like a case of IPAs. That's probably just a dude who likes to hunt and like he probably has a truck,
But it's also smart on his sense because he's choosing a beer that not many people like. So like no one's gonna ask it.
Didn't think
no one's
about
gonna
that.
ask him for a beer. They're not gonna be like, yo, could I take a Two Hearted?
I didn't think about that because I'm
a
usually
lot of
that
people
guy.
don't like those,
Yeah.
I know you like usually you're like, yo, you mind if I bum a Budweiser or something?
Yeah,
or a Bud
I'd be like, yeah, I'll give you some Tennessee apple. Can I have like yeah, I feel I wouldn't ask for one of these either. So that's a good
no,
point.
I would never ask for this shit. But yeah, hey, let's crack it in the mic. Come on, at the same time.
Oh,
Get
I already
that
cracked
energy.
it.
Okay, well, I think
I'll
this is a
cheers you,
double
bro.
crack. All right, cheers.
All right. Tell me your opinion right after you sip.
All right. All right. Well, I'm definitely getting that like aftertaste, of an IPA where it just kind of sits in your throat and your tongue.
Not as strong as I thought that it would be.
It's
though.
not as strong. And I don't know if that's the fact that I've drank about maybe a sixth of this howler head and then a couple other things. So it kind of it actually doesn't taste as bad as I remember it. Because I feel like we've had Two Hearted Ale in the past.
I feel like I had it when
maybe
I was, like, really
I was
drunk
younger, and maybe I was younger and my taste buds weren't really thriving at that time. But
yeah,
I don't really mind the taste right now.
no, it's kind of good actually.
Yeah,
well, I'll be honest. That what we have last week, the rind over matter. I didn't like that one. I'd rather drink this over that one. For some reason, that was just like a standard wheat ale. I think they just sold this on the label.
The rind over matter is definitely an eye catcher, and that's why we kind of bought it.
Yeah.
It wasn't the worst beer I've had, but it wasn't anything. It's kind of like that proper 12 that I talked about. It's not something that I'm trying to just go out and get.
Yeah.
This Two Hearted, surprisingly, isn't as bad as I remember it tasting. Like it's got a fish on the front of the can, so it kind of gives you like a weird before thought, but because it's not that appealing of a can. I don't know. I like a nice logo on a can, and that's what draws me to it.
Yeah,
and this beer really isn't. This beer really isn't that bad.
Like a fish on a can, it's just kind of like a countryman vibe, It's just like a guy,
like yo, you want to go pitch a tent?
Yeah, some guy with a big beard.
Pitch a tent and ice fish or something.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know, man. It just reminds me of a countryman for some reason.
What do you got for a rating out of 10 on this Bell's Two Hearted?
I forgot what I gave the other ones, but I'd give this one like around the 8.
Think you gave
I'd say 7.8, 7.9.
I think you gave the rind over matter like a 6.5. It was somewhere.
Yeah.
It wasn't anything astonishing.
I'll change that to a 4.5 after thinking about it.
Come on, dude. No go backs. We ain't going back.
Yeah.
We're staying true. We're staying
Yeah,
true.
we don't ever go back. But on an IPA
So what'd you say this was?
On an IPA scale, I'd give it a 10, but on normal just taste scale, I'd give it a 7.9, 7.8.
7.9, 7.8-ish. Yeah. So on like I guess I've been drinking a lot more IPAs lately, so it's kind of the normalcy is kind of kicking in. So I'm used to what I'm used to expecting what I'm gonna taste.
Yeah.
This Two Hearted Ale, I don't fucking mind it. I could see myself sitting around I could see myself sitting around a campfire or something. I honestly would give this like an 8.3, 8.4. I'm giving it a little higher.
Right
I
there,
really don't.
dude.
I really don't mind it.
I can imagine you just building a fire. You just take a sip of a Two Hearted. I don't mind this. You'd be out there for hours just building that.
I'd be out there stoking that fire with wood and just sipping Two Hearteds. So hey, thanks for the recommendation, Jordan. This isn't too bad for what we're expecting, you know?
Yeah, we'll probably have Jordan on in like a week or two. I just don't know what the plan, because we want to get your dad on next week because he bailed.
We have a couple guests lined up. We would like to get my dad to eventually make an appearance, because I think it would be a hit, you know. It would be funny.
And he just deserves
to listen
it.
to him.
Yeah, he just deserves it. I thought he deserved the first guest spot, so that's why I wanted to do him. But dude, we got about, if you want to be a guest too, just send in your name and we'll definitely shout out to you, consider you. But we did get some anonymous messages. I say we do some of those while we're drinking this nice Two Hearted.
Yeah, and I want to take the time to thank all the people that sent in, like took literally the minute or 2 minutes out of their day to at least swipe up or actually click the link.
Yeah,
you know?
for real.
We appreciate you guys sending in and taking the time to send in these anonymous questions. And
I don't know what changed.
I don't think people realize that I don't know if people think that we can see who sends it in and that we're like making it anonymous on the podcast, but like it's actually anonymous. Like we have no idea who's sending these in. So
I know it's nice. People, we got so much more like feedback once it's anonymous. It's like people just want to lay low, and I knew that because I would be the same way.
That's cool, because we just want something to talk about. And if you guys have something that you want us to hear or want to hear us talk about, then just send it in, because we got some good ones this week, you know?
Yeah, dude. I say we'll start with this one right here. So this one says, what is one part of your everyday routine that you'd be better off without?
All right. Do you want to start this off? Do you have an idea of what
I'd rather you start it off.
Okay.
I'll start first.
You know that I'm a very routine man. So anything that's kind of holding me back, I would cut that out. I guess maybe, what do I do that's just something that is monotonous? I would love to, I guess, cut out the fact that, dude, it's hard. It's so hard. It's hard to think of something like a singular thing.
Think of something negative, man. Something that you hang your head on. That's what I'm thinking.
Something that's holding me back. Dude, maybe, well, I can look at it from dude, I can't think of something, because I'm so like to the point of what I like what I do each day, I like that I'm doing.
Yeah, no, that's true about you. Everything that you like to do or want to do, you do it. And
yeah, this is something
you have like the energy where you just do it no matter what other people think. That's something that's cool.
And I,
you just think of something, man.
Maybe something that I've been trying to work on, and this is maybe stupid to say, but I've been trying to slow down the consumption of marijuana that I take in. I'm trying to be more clear-headed. We've talked about this before.
Yeah.
Like it's nice to just have a clear head.
I love that.
I usually the only time I try to take a hit of weed or whatever is before I'm going to bed, because it just helps that process of just falling asleep and staying asleep. Staying asleep is my hardest thing, because I toss and turn all the time. So I guess how I would answer this question is just slowing down the consumption of marijuana that I put in my body, because I think what I was doing when I was younger, like when we were in high school and everything, I was kind of suppressing the feelings that I didn't want to deal with at the time. So we would go meet up and smoke weed, and then it would kind of just be like everything would be happy and fun, and we would laugh and just shoot the shit.
Yeah,
but now that I'm now that I'm in a space where like there's more clarity, I can, in that
Yeah.
I'm trying to work towards something. I don't know. I see the slowing down of, I love weed, don't get me wrong. Like I'm not saying I'm trying to quit, because I do love the effects that it gives you. It just kind of clears your head and makes you focus on what's right there and in
Mm-hmm.
front of you. But yeah, I guess I'm going to answer it by saying that I'm just trying to slow down and take less, try
No,
to,
that's good, dude. I
because I
honestly,
mean it's hard to answer. It's a hard question to ask, like something to cut out of your daily. Like you said a couple of weeks ago, you were trying to work out or trying to stop doing caffeine. And part of
yeah,
me wants to not, because I've been drinking so much coffee lately, dude. I guess the
yeah,
coffee consumption could come down a little too, but yeah,
dude.
I'm just gonna stick with just slowing down
No,
on
that's
all
good. I
these
kind
other
of,
things.
I kind of had like that marijuana thing too, like just cutting that out. I like cold turkey. Like I like the mindset where if you just can't cut it out completely, like if you can't live without, like let's say you get angry because you're not smoking weed or something, that'll make me even more angry that I'm feeling those
Angry.
feelings. And it's
Yeah, that
like,
you're getting
then
right.
it's like, okay, man, it's just me and you, me and yourself. Let's deal with this. Like, that's why I cut it, dude. Like before we went on that Tennessee trip, I was like maybe 6 months just without it. And I was just
Oh,
feeling
I
great. But
remember. I remember. Yeah.
I like dealing with that shit myself, but it's just crazy. I like cutting stuff out though. I think I could cut a lot of stuff out too. But
Well, what do you think you could cut out? What's something out of your daily routine? That's interesting. It's hard to think
my
about, dude.
daily routine, I think something that I could cut out, just dude, I just wish I could cut out thinking a lot. I wish I could just do without worrying about the result or like the final form or like looking way into the future. Like, what is this going to bring me? Oh, going to work is going to bring me money, which I need money to pay these bills. I wish I could just go to work and be like, oh, I'm just at this place lifting some shit with a couple cool dudes. That's what I try. I try to just, it's back to that present thing, but I just cut out a lot of extra thinking that I do. I think it just brings more anxiety, even though I don't really feel a lot of anxiety. But when I do, I try to just shape that up right away.
Yeah, anxiety is something that I've kind of really noted. Like I never knew like I never associated anxiety with what I was feeling, Like I
Yeah.
never, like I would always feel like that uneasiness in my body and never really put the word anxiety to that and like correlated it like that. But
Yeah.
I've realized over time that that is anxiety. And
Yeah.
I also try to limit the anxiety because it just makes you, like you said, live kind of in the present. You're not worrying about all this other shit that you can't, most of the time you can't really deal with, like it's something that you can't
Yeah. That's kind of,
change.
dude,
You
that's
can't
kind of,
change it. You can't really affect it. So you might as well just kind of be there and be present. So
yeah, dude, that's kind of like this thing I heard this week where just right what you said right there is like when you're falling off a building, like life's just kind of like you're always falling. Like you can't worry about what's going to happen when you hit the ground. Just fall. You got to
yeah,
just
just
fall,
fall,
go
dude.
with it.
No, I
And it,
love
like once you
that.
hit it, you're like, shit, okay.
Just
We're just all
arms
falling.
out and just fall, baby.
Just fall, dude. You'll be all right. But dude, I want to get into this other one. I'm gonna tone up the energy a bit too.
But hey, great question. Thank you guys. That really
Yeah.
stumped me. I mean, that's something that's what we're looking for, is questions that stump us.
Yeah, stump us hard, baby.
Stump us in the dermis, bro.
Dude, I really like this one. So whoever you are, preach to this one. I thought this one hit right in the dermis. This one says, if you restarted your life from scratch, would you end up in the same place? I think about this a lot.
That one really haunts me
Like, cause I
because
think
I don't
about decisions I made earlier, and I'm like, if I didn't make that decision, I would have been probably doing a whole bunch of different
yeah,
stuff.
taking the left turn instead of the right turn and just like
Yeah.
It's
But
crazy to think about. You take it away. I want you to lead this one because this
yeah,
is
I
something
think
that's
I think if I restarted my life from scratch, it depends, because if I was the same dude with the same family, with the same nurturing, I think I would always end up in the same place, which is right here. But I don't know. Think I think if I restarted my life from scratch, I don't know, dude. It just depends on the setting, but
like
I think
do you think you would have like hung out with the same people
no,
and
no.
done the
See, that's the
same?
thing. I always think about that. It's like I think I would have just been like a good boy, you know? Not saying I'm a bad boy now, but I'm just saying, like, I feel like I would have been like a guy who always worried about school, who always just wanted to just find a girl, get some kids, you know? But I don't think about that now. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think
No,
if I
I feel you.
restarted my life from scratch, I don't think I would be in the same place. It just depends on the setting. If the setting was different, then no, for sure not.
It all comes down to the fact like if you're restarting your life, do you know how the other life that you already lived went, you know? Like
No, you
if you
don't.
knew, so that's something that kind of, because I'm right there with you. Like if you have the same nurturing, the same way you
Hmm.
grow up, the same way you go about life, the same mentality, you're obviously going to end up in the same position that you're in, because it's not like while it's actually occurring, like you know that you're making the bad decisions and the right decisions, you know. So like I feel like I would make the same decisions that I made if I was able to restart again.
Hmm.
I feel like I would end up in the same position because that's what I wanted to do in that time, you know? Because
Yeah.
if I didn't already have that knowledge of what happened already, like the life before I restarted, I would just end up in the same place. So I don't know. I think I'm happy with what I chose and how it went. Obviously,
Yeah.
you deal with your demons that come with that and everything, but it's just natural. Like you're following the path that your brain kind of tells you to follow, like the way you feel. I don't know.
Yeah, it's just like your decision making process. I think it would be the same.
Yeah, I don't think my decision making would change in the slightest because I'm born a certain way, you know. It's just that's how it's going to be and that's how it'll always be.
Right
So,
on, dude.
without yeah.
I think that's why me and you are good friends, because I feel like me and you were kind of raised, like, not going too much into I feel like we were nurtured the same way, the same kind of family setting, you know, same kind of emotions in the household, you know, stuff like
Oh
that.
yeah, we had
Same
some
kind of vibes, same kind of things we wanted. We wanted to just strive, you know. But
right.
cheers. I'm gonna take the second shot for losing those bets, but I'll get into
Cheers,
the
buddy.
cheers, buddy. I'm gonna get into the next one. Um, so if you ever do write something on this anonymous and you leave your name, we're going to give you a shout out. So Braden Gugisberg, it says Braden G, so I'm guessing it's Gugisberg. Dude, I miss you, bro. I haven't seen you in a while. Shout out to you, buddy. Thanks for responding. You had the most in detail response. I like this one a lot, but he says you haven't listened to all of our episodes, been trying to catch up. He says a very good question and can be talked about by anyone from any view is looking at where you are now. Would you have changed anything in your younger years? So that's kind of like the scratch question, but I know we are still young, but I'm talking elementary school, middle school, high school, the career you have chosen, things leading up to the career, enjoying listening, and good work. So it's
All
kind of,
right.
you go, man, you go. Tell me your
All
thoughts.
right. So I think maybe I like that he added like the elementary years and like the
Yeah,
years that really shape you as a
that's the
kid, you
setting.
know?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I do like that. So shout out to you, Braden. I um I think if I were to change anything, I maybe would have joined like just because maybe I'm interested in it or something weird in me. Maybe I would have joined like Boy Scouts just to kind of get that weird vibe, you know, like
Yeah.
go out and just to act. Cause like there's so many times I look back and I'm like, damn, I wish I would have fucking done that. Cause like in
Yeah.
high school, I wish I would have done theater or band or something, like just learned an instrument
Mm-hmm.
like all throughout middle school, for some reason, I had this thought in my head, like, oh, like I don't want to be a fucking band geek. Like I don't want to play the
Pussy.
fucking
Yeah.
tuba. Yeah, like you're a fucking bitch. But now that I look at it,
I love that
like,
energy though, dude.
yeah, now that I look at it, I'm like, damn, playing like the saxophone or something would be such a fun thing, just with another, like a group of people that are also playing the same
Yeah.
song and you're just adding in. I don't know. I look at that all the
No,
time and
that's-
I'm like, damn,
I look at that
I wish I
too.
would have played sax, or maybe I wish I would have played like, I mean, not any different sports than what we actually played, but just like all the different things that I looked at. Like for some reason I had in my mind that like being in band or being in theater made you a fucking nerd. But now I look at it, I'm like, dude, trying to act and play a certain position in like a play would honestly be kind of fun. Just trying to be serious and play your role. I don't know. That's something that I would change.
No, dude, I like that.
I know that would affect me in my, like what I am now, you know?
Yeah, I feel you. So, I mean, wow. That was good, dude. I think, I think just like the thing you're talking about band, how you kind of like, people always just kind of viewed him as just like, man, he's a scrub, dude.
Yeah, because they would walk around with their cases with their instruments in them. I was like, dude, you are a nerd, bro.
Yeah, and like you're like, oh, he ain't wheeling nothing. Like, I want some girls out here, dude. So like, I feel like if I were to be a band, I would just be even more lonelier than I am now. So I just feel like band wouldn't be the best. If I could have changed anything, the one choice, I would have done wrestling. I think wrestling would have been great for my competitive mindset because I love competition and I love the purest form. And now I just think, like, I never liked football. I just did it because the camaraderie, the grind of just bettering yourself. But I wish I would have done that in the wrestling, doing something. I feel like I would have enjoyed that. Just one-on-one.
Yeah, it's more mono. Yeah, you're like,
I like
going
that true
against someone
feeling,
and
like,
testing the true skill.
can't
of
put the
like
blame on
each
anybody
person
else.
matched up.
Like, you got your ass
No,
beat.
it's
You got your
besides
ass beat.
you.
You lost, bud.
Right.
He's
Right.
better. You're worse.
And it's all dependent on like what you put in during practice and how you're listening.
Oh,
like
yeah.
it's all on you, dude. And I respect that. That
I
is a
love
good
that,
one
because
too.
that would take
Wrestling-
away from all my like daily thinking. I would just be like, don't worry about life. I got to beat that guy's ass after school. I'm gonna fucking win. You know, like I would have got when I go to football, it's like I gotta smoke like a joint before I go into that bitch, you know? Like, I don't know. That's something I definitely would have changed. And I feel like I would have just been maybe just a little more confident. I don't know. Maybe I would have been doing some dope shit. I don't know.
Right. Have your pecker just poking out in that singlet and just fucking slapping it on
See, that's why I didn't want to do it,
like...
because I don't know. Just the vibe around wrestlers was weird too, because I don't know. There's always like they're always cutting weight. You're like, damn, you gotta just not eat shit. But I would have done it. I would have done it.
They also always walked around like they were just like these silent badasses too. Like they just no one knew what they really did, you know, like, but they knew that they were going to war every day after school.
That's what I mean. Now that I think about it, they probably would have just whooped us, dude. They probably would have just.
Oh, I know.
They probably would have double legged us, got top control, and just held us down. And like,
wrestling is legit, bro. I respect that answer.
Yeah,
that's
so
a good answer.
I regret that, man. I definitely would have done that. But I mean, we got one more little anonymous.
Hey, shout out Braden. Thanks for that question. That was good.
Braden.
That was a great question.
Braden, come be a guest, dude.
The time and effort. Yeah, be a guest. Let's pick your brain.
Hit us up if you want to be a guest, dude. We'll definitely get you right on here. The last one we got is just a little quick one. So, what do you want to do? What do you do when you're in love with a coworker of the same sex?
Okay. So I guess my first kind of like question is, do you work with a lot of people that are of the same sex?
Mm-hmm.
Like, are there any girls that are working there? No, mostly dudes.
Yeah, there's a couple girls,
but mostly dudes.
Yeah, mostly dudes. All dudes,
I guess.
Nasty dudes.
Okay. So this is a tough question because there's obviously like HR departments that try to restrict like coworkers having relationships and all that. But I just want to say, like, if you think that that's the person that you are meant to be with and want to be with, you got to shoot your shot, bro. You got to send it, because love is better than just working at a job. If you're going to get fired for fucking working or being in a relationship with someone that you work with, whatever, like your happiness is more important than what you're doing,
Especially someone of the same sex.
I don't. So that's something that I feel like didn't need to be mentioned. Like, love is love.
But they're going through
matter.
some shit, man. They need to know if they're
That's
gonna.
true.
Maybe they haven't came out yet, and they just want to know.
Maybe they're dealing with the shit. That's true.
Hey, man.
And maybe that person isn't into the other or the same sex.
Right.
So it's
that's when you gotta do some persuasion. If you really want it, you gotta go get it.
What'd you say? Like, how would you approach that situation? So say let me be the person.
It's hard to
that
do
you're
it without
attracted
sounding
to.
like a gay person.
No, let me be. Hey, that's fine. Me and you are buddies. Let me be the person that you're attracted to, and I'll just be working, and you kind of come on to me and like show me what you're. So
I have a crush on you, and I just want to try to get you.
You're crushing on me hard, and I have no idea about it.
Hey, dude, what are you doing?
Oh, just stacking these crates of beer, bro. I'm A47 or B72. I'm just calling out my numbers and stacking these pallets, bro.
Oh, that's cool, man. What are you doing this weekend?
Probably just probably watching these UFC fights. And
oh, really?
I got Francis winning. I'm a big UFC fan. I don't know.
Yeah, I watch that stuff too sometimes, but when I see him wrestle, sometimes I just feel like I'm watching like a gay thing. I don't know. It just feels kind of gay. What do you think about that?
It's what they're paid to do, like I expect them to go out there and give it their all. I'm into like the fact that they're I'm into the fact that they're just giving it their all, and it's one-on-one. I don't know. I just like that aspect of it.
I feel you, bro.
What's up? You've never talked to me before. What are you trying to get at?
I wrestled too, man. Maybe this weekend you want to just give it our all and do like a little wrestling round. Dude, I don't know. That's something I would do. You just got to find a way to lead them into it.
No, that definitely would get me aroused. I don't know. That's something. That's a good approach.
I don't like the way I'm feeling about myself, bro. We gotta switch it up.
Whoever sent that in, thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, buddy. We're gonna do some current events, and then we'll get into our guest. Okay?
Yeah, buddy. Can't wait.
All right. What do we got here?
All right, so our first current event, North Korea, the dreadful North Korea says that the latest launch was let me restart because I just fucked that up. North Korea says that the latest launch was a test of tactical guided missiles. So with a headline like that, it sounds scary, like it's not an easy feeling hearing something like that.
Yeah.
It says North Korea confirmed the accuracy of a pair of tactical guided missiles in its latest launch. As a secretive regime continues to test weapons in a display of a developing arsenal. Some just stuff like this just doesn't make me feel good, because you live in your everyday life and you never have that thought in the back of your head that something could happen like that. But it's just like,
I don't like anything about weapons or like especially big bombs like this.
When you start thinking of that, that's what creates that anxiety in my chest that we were talking about earlier. It's just like, oh shit, like life's so fragile. You never know what the fuck's going to happen.
Exactly. Yeah. And just like, I don't know, just like people want to bomb just human nature. Like when I approach a human, it's just like, I want you to do good, but they just want to bomb us or like,
right. I'm trying to dap you up, but
yeah,
It says the test fire was aimed to selectively evaluate tactical guided missiles being produced and deployed and to verify the accuracy of the weapon system. So they're clearly trying to see if when they put these coordinates into the missile that it's as accurate as they're trying to be, you know?
Yeah.
And that's so fucking scary, dude. Like I don't like thinking of this stuff.
Oh, I feel you. It says the missiles were fired Monday, precisely hit an island target in the sea between Korea and Japan. Officials confirmed the accuracy, security, and efficiency of the operation of the weapon system under production, the report added.
So that's meaning. So I think their little test that they did obviously wasn't as finite and like perfect that they were trying to get, you know, because it sounds like if they really hit the island where they wanted to hit it, it wouldn't say that sentence, you know, like they're still working. It's still under production. So
bro, look at
I
this
guess
word.
in a sense,
It says the South
good.
Korean military initially announced the launch of the 2 short-range ballistic missiles from the international airport in Pyongyang. I like that. Pyongyang. Well.
Saying it says that the missiles flew roughly 236 miles at an altitude of 26 miles in the air. That's unreal, dude. 236 miles. What's 236 miles away from you?
Probably my sister in Ohio.
Your sister. What's the UP? How far does it take to get to the Upper Peninsula?
It's probably like 120 to a little past Gaylord, so maybe like 180 to 200.
Yeah, so these missiles are sending it all the way up to fucking Canada, like from the lower part of Michigan. That's crazy, dude.
Yeah, I mean, just quit sending bombs, dude.
Yeah, right.
It won't hurt you if you don't hurt us, but I ain't in charge, so if you bomb me, good job, man.
If you bond me, then good job. Like you fucking hit me.
Well, we'll get into the next one here. So this one says coastal Virginia and the Carolinas get snow and ice. So my buddy Ethan, he lives in the Carolinas, and
Steve, right?
Oh yeah, and Steve, and they said that snow hit. And I seen a bunch of people on my Snapchat who lives there, and they said people are freaking out. But you can go into this.
And this pisses me off. Before I get into this article, you know that snow is possible, right? Like, you know that that's a possible thing that's going to occur in the region that you're staying in.
Even in Hawaii.
Yeah, even in fucking Hawaii. So be prepared. And that means like maybe buy a shovel or buy a thick jacket and some gloves. Like, don't let that like be the thing that fucking ruins your system of, I don't know. It just drives me crazy that these people never think that snow can cover these areas.
Yeah.
And that it just ruins the entire city or the entire town that it's in. It's like, dude, a lot of people are dealing with this in different states on the regular. Like, it just happens. So you got to be prepared for whatever the fuck happens, dude.
Yeah.
But it says Norfolk, Virginia had a layer of ice and blanket of snow that covered the coastal areas stretching from South Carolina to Virginia on Saturday, after a winter weather system brought colder temperatures and precipitation not often seen in the region. And that's just something that, like I said, it just drives me crazy. Like, just because it doesn't occur in the region, don't make it a big deal when it does. Like, I'm not freaking out when it's 110 degrees out in New Hampshire when that's a normal thing in Texas, you know, like it's,
yeah,
I don't know. Snow happens, dude. Snow is something that occurs.
Dude, that's facts. Like, and for people who haven't seen snow, once you see it, you just got to be careful. Just imagine, just go like 10 miles per hour slower.
Right.
Just take your time.
Just slow down. There's no rush to get where you're trying to going. Like trying to going.
Oh man, dude.
I've been drinking too much.
Let's get into the next two. So
read this next one. This was something that I thought was Definitely interesting.
Yeah. Oh, it's interesting. So we got a Cape Cod diver was just swallowed and spit out by a humpback whale for 30 to 40 seconds. Michael Packard struggled to escape the whale's mouth. So this is probably one of my biggest nightmares is shit like this when you're in the ocean and like something like a shark or something with teeth just fucking grab you. Like, I don't know. This is
But
fucking
then you're
scary.
like still alive inside of them. Like that's insane.
Yeah. So if I was Michael Packard, I would never go into a body of water again, and I'd probably just stay grounded for the rest of my life. If that happened to me,
bro.
but
Just stay on land, dude. You've
Yeah.
taken the risks.
you got it, Mike. Just stay calm, bud. And then it says in this story, a man was swallowed by a whale, and no, it didn't take place in the pages of the Old Testament to a man named Jonah. I don't know what that means because I'm not really religious.
That's the Bible. Yeah, just keep going.
It happened to a lobster diver named Michael Packard off the coast of Provincetown, Massachusetts. You're from Massachusetts?
Oh, you're gonna make fun of me for saying going Massachusetts?
Massachusetts? I never know how to say that, but it says Packard had set off early in the morning on Friday to dive for lobsters with his fishing partner, Josiah Mayo. Come on, where are these names coming from?
What a basic name.
After a disappointing first haul, Packard dove under the water to try again before 8 a.m. Dude, that's too early, man. Come on, man.
Yeah, what are you doing?
But he scoured the sandy bottom of the Herring Beach Cove. Something suddenly struck him from behind. All of a sudden, I felt this huge shove, and the next thing I knew, it was completely black. Okay, well,
Dude. Immediate panic.
Yeah.
Immediate panic sets into my brain when that happens. Like, how can you not freak the fuck out and just start kicking and like punching? I don't know.
I would be just squirming like a mother, dude.
Wait, go down. I want to see what happens, like how he was. It says the humpback whale had accidentally swallowed him in one huge gulp. Oh my gosh. It says everything went dark and I was like, oh my God, did I just get bit by a shark? Then I felt around and realized there was no teeth and I had felt really no great pain. Then I realized, oh my God, I'm in a whale's mouth. I'm in a whale's mouth and he's trying to swallow me.
Read that last question because that's what would be running through my head is those last two questions he asked himself.
Right. For a terrifying stretch of 30 to 40 seconds, Packard struggled in the darkness. Questions raced through his head. It says he still had his breathing apparatus on, so he still had oxygen. That's not bad. But would he be stuck in the whale's mouth until he ran out of air? What would happen to his wife and his teenage children? Yeah, he's already going through those like.
That's what I would be doing right away. Yeah,
he's thinking of death at that time. Like, oh,
yeah.
Like who's gonna raise my kid and who's gonna take care of my wife?
Yeah,
like, that's crazy.
That's scary.
That's crazy,
dude.
I mean, that's a great story to tell the boys around a bonfire, dude. Like,
oh yeah,
I don't know.
I would. That's
around
what
the bar.
I'd say, hey, I'm Brad. I got swallowed by a whale.
Yeah. And then you're like, what?
Yeah. Oh, you want to hear?
Like,
okay.
Yeah. Wait, what? That's funny.
That is funny.
All right. Try saying this name, buddy. Our last current event.
Okay. Meet Aimo Koivunen. The soldier.
Nice.
You think? Okay. The soldier.
Yeah, no, I think that's perfect.
The soldier who survived World War II thanks to accidentally overdosing on meth. So you can get into this.
Okay, so it says in 1944, a Finnish soldier, Aimo Koivunen, got separated from his unit. I can't speak, Brad. I'm fucking drinking too much of this goddamn Howler Head and this goddamn Two Hearted Ale. Said he got separated from his unit and survived for weeks inside the Arctic Circle without food or shelter. But he was fueled by a dose of meth large enough for 30 men.
Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah, buddy, you the fucking man. And hey, take a second and look at that picture. That's not far from you, buddy.
That's like, my homie. Yeah, that's
that
me.
Could be you in a separate life.
I would take meth for 30 people, and I'll probably look just like him.
Bradley Van Kirk was
that's dope.
Taking meth for 30 men. Anyways, it says over the course of World War II, Finland staved off Soviet Union invasion, allied with Germany to invade the Soviet Union, and then fought with the Allies against Germany. It said Koivunen's meth-fueled survival story breathtakingly embodies that chaos. So keep going down. I want to see what kind of occurred. Heavy snow covered the ground in Lapland on March 18th, 1944. Finnish soldiers had been fighting for their country for over 4 years of nearly uninterrupted war. Deep behind enemy lines, one Finnish ski patrol found itself surrounded by Soviets. So I'm assuming that's our boy Aimo Koivunen.
Yeah.
Keep going down. I wanna read more of this. That's just kind of added stuff. It said that the soldier had led Finnish skiers through deep, untouched snow, and that his fellow soldiers relied on him to cut the tracks for the rest of the troops to glide across. The grueling work quickly drained Koivunen until he remembered the package of pills in his pocket.
My man.
And I was reading a little bit into this. It seemed like most of the soldiers were giving like these pills, you know, to kind of.
What's Pervitin? What is that? I want to know what that is. Is that good shit?
It said that back in Finland, that the squad had received a ration of the stimulant called Pervitin. So I'm assuming that's what they were. No, I've never heard of that.
Wonder if that's up or down.
That's definitely an upper, dude. It sounds like that's
math there, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's got to be an upper. I can't fucking speak, dude.
I know you said fellers.
But
I like it, dude. I like when you can't speak.
This is real.
Because you've been trying to use big words lately, remember?
Yeah, exactly. Fuck all you guys that think I'm trying to.
So it's a methamphetamine. It was a stimulant by German. So it's just a German type stimulant. Okay. Just methamphetamine.
So it's legit methamphetamine. So
he was on that dose from the Lord, baby.
Yeah, that's something that
that
keeps you up, baby. Come on.
Oh yeah.
But anyways, I mean, good for that dude. He fucking survived on meth, which is something that you don't usually hear. You hear a lot of meth addicts just going downhill. So good for Aimo Koivunen.
So what we got? I just got one little game. This is just one of those elimination games if you want to do that, and then we can go into our interview with our good friend. Does that sound good?
Hey, that sounds like a right cocker plan. Just hit us with it.
All right. So I just thought about it through the week. I was just trying to think of something fun, and I was like, so what if a plane crashed? All right. And you're just on an island, but there's only like 5 other females and you that survived, right? And like they don't like each other.
A good time to me, bro.
Yeah, they got big egos. They don't really want to pair up, you know. They're just freaking out trying to get help, you know. And like you had to choose one of them just to survive with. And like you guys are all going to kill each other, you're going to feed off each other, so it's like survival of the fittest kind of type of thing. So here's the contestants. We got 5 of them. We got Ellen DeGeneres as number 1, okay? And then number 2, we got Simone Biles. Number 3, Halle Berry. Number 4, Jennifer Aniston. And number 5, Billie Eilish. Who are you eliminating first?
Ellen DeGeneres.
All right, dude. Ellen's off. Yeah,
Ellen, because Ellen's a lesbian, dude. I can't take Ellen. Ellen ain't
she don't know
into
how to
anything
survive.
that I have to offer. I can't do it.
Ellen's off. We're left with Halle, Billie, Simone, and Jennifer.
So this all comes down to like what you're kind of into, because there's 2 whites and there's 2 blacks. you got Halle and Simone and Billie and Jennifer. And I'm not someone that discriminates in that category. I'm getting rid of Halle Berry.
Yep, I'm getting rid of Halle Berry as well. And then
I mean, she's fine, but like I just, you know, that ain't my forte.
Yes.
that's
So
not
then
what
you're
I'm
left.
going
You're
for.
left with Simone Biles, Jennifer Aniston, and Billie Eilish.
Okay, so I know you're not going to agree with this because I think I know who you're going for. And I understand why you're going for her because you guys kind of have the same height and like you'd be looking eye to eye. But Simone's got to go.
Oof. Okay. So I don't agree
Oof.
with that, but
Oof.
I think, in my
who you're getting rid
opinion,
of. I know who you're getting rid of.
yeah, I'm getting rid of Jennifer.
That's not who I expected.
I know you wanted me to say
Billy.
Billy. I like Billy. I
Yeah.
think Billy's a survival. I think she's got that dark kind of sense of mind, and I think she's ready to do some savage shit. So, who now you're left with Simone and Billy.
With this person, or I'm trying to repopulate with this person. Am I trying to survive with them, or am I trying to just
It's kind of like you pair up.
I don't.
It's like you kind of pair up. Like, who do you think is gonna take you to the end? Like, get you food, get you water, have that strive, have that.
Oh shit.
That oomph, wake up, be like, oh, we're on an island, no one cares about us. We got to make this fucking work.
Okay, so what I have left is Jennifer and Billy.
Yep.
I'm getting rid of Billy because Billy, she's young, bro.
So you got Jennifer.
She's young.
You think Jennifer?
And Jennifer has seen some shit, bro. She's been in it. She knows the ins and outs of these things. So I'm riding me and Jenny, and we're surviving, dude.
Yeah.
That's how it is.
So you and Jennifer are gonna get fucked up by me and Simone. I'll probably get rid of Billy, but me and Simone Biles are gonna take over the fucking island.
Dude, you and Sales are a perfect. Like that's what you with some girls just doing flips and doing all these somersaults, and I don't know. I see her being very survivally, I guess, if that's a word. I think that when the first fucking winter storm comes in, you guys are done because she ain't doing shit for you guys.
Have you
I don't
seen
see her building a
thighs?
fire.
Have you seen her
I've
thighs?
seen her thighs. But what's she gonna do? Squeeze your head with them? I don't fucking know what she's gonna do with
She's
like,
gonna
having
jump
the
up
big
on that.
thighs.
She's gonna fucking chop wood, build us a fort. She's got
With her thighs?
She can do like 3 backflips.
Exactly. Onto what? The wood that you're trying to chop? I don't.
She'll hop up to the top of the tree, grab a couple little, little starters for the fire, little branches.
That's
little
true.
twig.
You could, if there was a big tree, you could toss her up in the air, and she's used to being thrown up in the air.
Yeah,
But,
and like when we're sneaking up on like an animal, she'll fucking triple backflip onto that back, snap his neck, grab us some meat.
I guess we'll have to leave it to the listeners.
Yeah.
Would you rather have Jennifer or would you rather have Simone? It's completely up to you guys.
Okay. Well, that was fun. We'll think of some better ones, but dude, introduce our guest.
All right. So our next guest just happens to also be our very first guest on the BunkerBoy Podcast. It's a lifelong friend. It's someone that we hold dearly in our hearts. We can always rely on him. It's our buddy Jacob Leachman.
Yeah.
Give him a round of applause for the buddy, like it's
Let's
someone
go.
that just came through in the clutch when we needed him. So here we go. Welcome to the podcast, buddy.
Thank you.
How you
it's good
doing,
to see
man?
your face.
Good. Just saving up money, working, living an average life.
Yeah, dude. Where are you
Right.
living at?
Still Gaylord,
All right. Where are you working? What are you doing?
Sunfrog.
Sunfrog. All right. Isn't
Yeah.
that like is that a t-shirt place? Right?
Yep. Yeah,
Alright.
we unload. What I do in my department is like take all the freaking huge pallets off the semis with the forklift.
Yep.
Right on.
Yeah. I do some forklift stuff too, dude. So I know how that goes. But
Y'all are fork brothers, bro.
yeah, dude.
Yeah.
We'll be fork bros, dude.
Dude, that's cool. How long you been doing that?
Since August.
August. You liking it or what? You just doing that to make money?
Yeah, it's a basic job, but I mean, I've learned a lot about business there because Josh Kent, the guy that runs the place, is like just a business genius. So I just trying to learn everything from him that I can, see if I can apply it to my life somehow to make money.
Right. Pick his brain and kind of take what he has to offer and apply it to
Yeah.
yourself. That's cool, man. That's awesome. I mean, at least you're gaining something out of it, you know?
Exactly.
All right, dude. What are you passionate about, dude? What is your interest? What do you like doing in this world?
It's a good question.
Come on, man. I know you like doing some fun stuff.
I would say I like to figure out what my passion is because it's always changing every day. It's something
Right,
new.
dude. Preach.
I mean, obviously I got to be outdoors. That's my thing. But
Right.
the way that I can turn something into growth, progress, money, whatever. That's what I like.
All right. So you like that money, huh?
Success. No, I mean, hey, I'm right there with you, buddy. I'm
Yeah.
trying to do the same thing. I'm trying to just grow and move on and get to the next chapter and figure out what I'm passionate about. It's always evolving. Like my head never stops creating new things that I want to do. It's crazy. But that's good. So what happened? You're no longer pursuing the dentistry thing?
Yeah, it's at the back of my head all the time. It's just a matter of starting studying again. It's like a 2 to 3 month long process. So it's something like if I'm going to start it again, I want to be certain that that's what I actually want to spend 2 to 3 months doing.
Right.
So that's the thing. But like today, all day, I've just literally been researching business ideas, like what I'm going to do with, because I want to have freedom. I don't want to be stuck doing something. And that's the thing with dentistry. You're going to be stuck in school forever. I don't want to be tied down, but
Right.
Right
So
on, dude.
what are your goals? Like, what were you looking at? Like, when you were researching, what?
well, like when it comes down to it, ultimately it's all about your values and what you hold closest to. You have to try to find something that you can apply to your life that you still maintain those values. So to me, freedom, personal freedom, and actually getting enjoyment out of it, and like making money, but not just like for myself, to actually produce something that's valuable.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Right.
Like today I was looking at literally the same thing that Josh does, like, M22, the clothing brand.
Yep.
Those guys are in there all the time, and just like their story is pretty interesting to me. The fact that they can just make something simple, but it's all about the culture, the lifestyle.
Yeah.
Right.
Kind of just building that vibe around it.
Yeah, that's what they're selling. Like people with their hot sauces, like Poirier.
Yeah.
Yeah, my man.
It's their lifestyle. It's not the product necessarily. It's the brand.
Right.
That's an interesting concept. So.
All right, bro. Well, so for how old are you? 22, right?
Yeah.
So 22 years on this planet, man. What's the one thing that what do you live by? Like, what's that one thing you hold closest to your chest where it just keeps you in tune, lets you know who you are, gets you through your days? What's your motto, man?
I don't think I really have one, to be honest. It's just like, I don't know. Usually I just refer, I guess you could say like philosophy, like Sisyphus, very deep stuff. It's like,
Yeah, you are a deep kind of very in-depth person, I guess. It's just you seem like you don't care. I don't know. You have like this facade of like just kind of like nonchalant, but
well, if I could, I'd just be like on a sailboat all the time, reading books.
No, I see that, dude. You're captain of like a nice, what are those things called? Not a sailboat, but I can't think. They have like a net in between them, and there's two big pontoons.
The catamaran.
Catamaran, dude, you hit it right on the head. That's what I was trying to think of. I see you on a catamaran.
Luxury catamaran, just with unlimited amounts of caffeine and books and shit.
What's your source of caffeine? You like coffee, or are you on like nicotine? What are you? Yeah, that's
straight espresso shit. Like espresso. Yeah.
Iced Americano, baby.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds good right now.
I know. I could go for one.
So Jake, dude, you been following the NFL?
No.
Nah? All right, man. Well, we want to do something fun with you, man. So we're gonna give you $10 on FanDuel. There's 4 games today, all right? So we want you to just make your 4 best picks, and if they win, we'll send you the money. All right?
All right.
But
get you a nice parlay going. Get you some good odds.
we'll get this loaded up. But what do you got planned for today and the weekend, man?
Well, I was gonna get a massage today.
Oh yeah, a little happy ending.
The old rub and tug. Yeah.
Yeah, what's that guy? That coach,
Who?
the dude that owned the Patriots or whatever. Crap.
Oh, Mr. Kraft. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
He
he's
knows
into
what's
that.
good. He knows
Yeah, I'm
all the
just
good
aspiring to be
parlors.
Robert Kraft, basically.
All right.
Hey, nothing wrong with that, dude. It's just relieving, stress and everything. Can't complain.
Well, I mean,
Are you a normal massage kind of guy?
no.
All right. Well, that's good to know.
I mean, you mean like, are you a regular massage person?
Yeah, like do you get your back worked on and all that stuff? No, your neck, none of that. All right. All right.
I thought you
Let's
meant
get
like, are you into normal massages or freaky ones?
Yeah, like the kinky ones. No,
Yeah.
nothing like that. Let's
All
get
right.
into the picks.
So I'll just announce them, and then I'm gonna start with you, AJ, since you're right below, and then we'll go to Jake. And
Okay.
so we're gonna start at 4:30, which is in 4 minutes. We got
Yeah.
the Cincinnati Bengals at plus 164 and the Tennessee Titans at minus 196. What are you thinking, AJ?
I'm taking the good old Cincinnati Bengals.
Okay, taking the Bengals, huh?
Yeah, dude, they got it. They're taking it.
All right. So what do you think, Jake?
Jake, just
Whoa.
give us a feeling. What do you feel when you look at those two teams?
I feel the Titans just because I
All
like.
right.
Okay.
All right.
I don't know why, but
A little toss up
All
here.
right. I think I'm actually going to agree with Jake. I'm feeling the Titans too. Just
I'm
something
just looking
about
at
it.
the overall total. I feel like it looks
Yeah.
like they trended upward. I don't know.
Yeah. I'm feeling
Fair
that
enough.
too. I'm feeling Jake's vibe, dude. So
Playing the favorite. It's all good.
our first team for Jake, we got the Titans, dude. If that wins and you hit 3 more, dude, you might win some bank. But so we'll go
Yeah,
back
you
to
gotta-
you. We'll go back to
All
you,
right.
AJ. We got at 8:15 tonight. We got the San Francisco 49ers at plus 188 at Green Bay Packers minus 225.
I'm going with the Niners, another underdog.
Okay.
San Fran.
Okay.
I mean, Aaron Rodgers is that motherfucker, but I'm going against him.
okay,
fuck 'em.
I like it, dude.
Mm,
What do you think, Jake? How you feeling about this one?
Packers for sure. Aaron
Dude,
Rodgers, is the guy that's gonna
go
pull
on.
through.
Dude, I am riding with Jake, dude. Jake's got the right picks, I think.
All right.
I'm
whatever,
feeling his
dude.
vibe.
You gotta throw in an underdog eventually to make that money. You can't just pick all
AJ is just
favorites.
The contrarian who wants to be different from everybody.
Hey,
That way it feels
don't-
extra good when he wins and everybody else. loses.
exactly. Then I can fucking gloat and
Yeah.
super gloat,
But we don't want that. We don't want you to gloat. So
All right.
Okay, and then tomorrow we got 2 games. We got the Los Angeles Rams plus 130 at Tampa Bay Buccaneers minus 154. What you thinking, AJ?
I'm going Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Can't go against Tom Brady. Tom
All right.
Brady's my man. I'm out on the East Coast. I gotta go with Tom Brady, or else people will fucking slice my body
Dude,
up. I don't know.
Did
I
you
just
did
can't
you
go
see the
against them.
Rams energy though? They're building, man.
The
They
Rams
got some
have
fire.
the best white boy in the NFL, Cooper Kupp. I'm going against him. I don't know.
Okay. What about you, Jake? How you feeling, dog?
I don't know shit about either of these two teams. I didn't even know Tom Brady was on the Buccaneers anymore.
Really?
But to be honest, I don't like the Rams just because they switched from St. Louis, right?
Yeah.
That's just
Yep.
stupid. Like,
Yeah, they traded. They switched up on their city, baby. They
Yeah.
moved.
you can't do that shit. So I'm with the Buccaneers on this one.
Okay. Dude, I
right.
like it. That's the one.
All right.
So I'm actually gonna disagree with Jake on this one. I'm going Rams, baby. Something about their energy. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it, man. I think Tom Brady's gonna choke. He doesn't need another win anyways. He needs to just get out of this.
Shut the fuck
fucking
up.
league.
Yo, Brad, shut
Brad
the fuck
feels a
up.
little bit jealous about Tom Brady's success.
Yeah, he's an Aaron Rodgers dick sucker, and Aaron Rodgers is going down tonight. It's whatever.
I want Matthew
Whatever.
Stafford to be the man, dude. He got his first
I do
playoff win.
too.
I want to see him win a Super Bowl and just
I
be
do.
like
Yeah.
that was a Lions dog, dude. I'm always
No, I
going for
know.
that. And then you got Odell. I like Odell, man, because everybody hates him.
Yeah,
So-
you would like Odell, you fuck.
Yeah, he does seem like an Odell kind of guy.
Yeah, he does.
Odell guy.
Yeah, dude. All right, so this is the last game.
I'm surprised you didn't say you liked Cooper Cup since you literally look like a fucking
Nah, because I don't know much
preemie
about
twin
him.
of him.
I
No,
don't know
you
where he's
look like a
from.
twin to him, though, bro.
I know that's a compliment, so I like that one.
Okay, yeah, take it. Yeah, take that.
So the last game we got the Buffalo Bills, which a lot of people are high on at plus 110 versus the Kansas City Chiefs at minus 130. This is gonna be a good game. What you got, buddy?
The Buffalo Bills, Josh Allen.
Okay. How's my man Leachy feeling?
I always like the Chiefs. I used to play with them like when I played on like mobile NFL or whatever, and I liked them. So I'm just gonna go with my instinct.
You going with the Chiefs?
Nope.
All
It's
right.
probably the worst. It's probably the most obvious one of this entire thing so far, but
Nah, dude. I mean, the Chiefs they're bad mamma jammas. Like that's not a bad pick.
It's honestly, I think it's gonna be the best game of the weekend. I think the Rams Bucks in that game is gonna be fire. I think it's just gonna be a battle, dude. But I'm gonna go with the Bills as well. I just feel like everybody's been talking about them, which I don't like because I think it's just getting too hyped now. That almost made me want to switch to the Chiefs, but I'm riding with the Bills, dude. So,
all right, buddy.
So right now we got Leachy down for the Titans, the Packers, the Bucks, and the Chiefs.
Those aren't bad picks. You got plus 536.
So Leachy, if all your picks go through from doing this interview, you profited $53.66.
Yeah, go get yourself a massage with that shit, baby.
Yeah. And we got a new thing that we want to start doing for every guest that comes on. We're gonna send you a black BunkerBoy shirt, and you gotta rep that shit, dude.
You better wear that with pride, bro.
Yeah.
Cool. I'll have a little tear when I see it when I get it out of the package.
Dude,
yeah.
It's fresh, bro. You're gonna be the first one that has one, so you better rep that shit with pride, dude.
I love that, dude. I'll wear it everywhere.
Oh, we also, since you're a big coffee drinker, I'll take the initiative and I'll send you a coffee cup too, because we did make some Bunker Boys coffee cups, and
dude, that's a good idea.
You're a long time. You're actually a Bunker Boy yourself, true at heart. So we're gonna send you a coffee cup too, since I know you'll get some use out of it.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah, Jake. Hey Jake, do you watch UFC at all?
No. Pretty lame in that way.
Bro.
No, man.
You know me though. Like my whole thing is.
No, that's all right.
No, that's fine.
Oh yeah, you are F1.
Yeah.
Verstappen.
Yeah.
Use a Verstappen, boy.
Yeah.
Dude, so like, what are you a fan of then? You watch anything? You watch TV shows? You listen to music?
Chris D'Elia's podcast.
Yeah, I love him too.
Chris D'Elia guy. I don't really watch Joe Rogan that much anymore. Depends on what it is.
You have similar energy to Chris D'Elia, bro. Like
He's literally me.
I know. I think a lot of you, like, there's so many characteristics and similarities that you guys share. It's dude. It's
and then you go oops.
Oops.
Yeah. He does his little
yeah.
Then it explodes.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's cool that we all like Chris D'Elia. He is a funny motherfucker.
Yeah.
I want to comment on your facial hair. It's looking good, bro. It's coming in. I like it's thick down here. The mustache looks good. Comes out. I wish I could grow facial hair like that. Kudos to you.
It's better than nothing.
Yeah, dude, you're looking good.
Thanks.
You just need like a flannel now.
Yeah. I mean, I do wear those. I wear those quite a bit.
All right, man.
Well, that's awesome, buddy.
We wanna end this with just a positive vibe, dude. So just hit us with what you got going on. What's something positive, man? Hit us right in the dermis. Hit us deep.
Right in the dermis.
Yeah, dude. Drive us to success. Where are we going, dude? We're going to the moon. How are we getting there?
I think it's a combination of emotional and mental and physical growth every day. That's all I gotta say. That's what I'm working on. Whether it's working out, exercising, going out, meeting people, whatever, dating, all all that kind of shit.
Right, dude.
Go out of your comfort zone.
All right.
Yeah, dude, I love it.
By positivity, just push it beyond the comfort zone. Take a
No,
fucking
that's
shower every
good.
day.
You can't live in that comfort zone because then you're never gonna get anywhere. So
Exactly.
you gotta push those boundaries.
Yeah, and the only person gonna do that is yourself. So that's good, man. I mean, I don't know if we got anything else. I think that's it. But dude, thanks for doing this.
Yeah, thank you for being the first guest. We really appreciate it.
I'm honored to have been brought on as the first guest.
Yeah, dude.
Hopefully they get better and better from here.
No, they will.
No,
And
dude,
thanks-
this is perfect.
Yeah, thanks for doing it last minute too, because that guest that AJ was talking about last week bailed on us. Which I kind of
Yeah, he bailed.
yeah.
Yeah, we have a vendetta against him now, so you're our number one, baby.
Cool. Perfect.
But shit,
Hey,
dude.
give us that send off. Put back on that gear that you had on.
Yeah, this
Give
thing,
us the old proper send off. Come on.
still blinking.
Yeah.
Oh,
Been
dude,
blinking over here
you're
the
Get
whole
going-
them shades. Let's go.
you're going places with that. That's a bunker boy right there.
Push that comfort zone, baby. Yeah.
Yeah, while you wear this.
Dude. Love you, buddy. Thanks
Yeah.
for coming on and joining us.
Love you, dude.
Absolutely. All right.
All right. And that was our
All right.
guest, Jake Leachman.
Yes, sir. That was awesome. I hope you guys enjoyed that. We want to get more guests on in the future. And if you guys want to be featured on the podcast, just send us in a message, send us an email, send us whatever you guys think you can send us, and we'll try to receive that. But yeah,
Yeah.
let's get into it. Let's get into this
Well,
picks.
we wanted to also plug Jake Leachman's Instagram, right? Didn't he? have
Yes, sir.
something
So since he came in the clutch, we want to shout out. This is on Instagram, people. So listen, at photos.leachman. That's LEACHMAN.
All
So,
right.
yeah, go give him some support. He's really putting his work out there. He's putting his time into it. I think what he's doing is good. Just give him a follow.
All right. And then I guess all we wanted to do, we wanted to add our overall Super Bowl picks. So what we'll do is if we miss, we won't do any deductions, but if we hit, we'll add. So I just want to show you the Super Bowl odds, and then we'll do those two, the co-main and main event for UFC, and we'll sign off of here.
Right on.
All right. So what do you got? Who's the Super Bowl winner, bud?
I'm taking the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Taking the Bucks. What are they at? Plus 550. Okay. So
Yep.
if they get it, if they win the Super Bowl, you get 5.5 units. Okay.
5.5 units.
Yep. And I am going to roll. I'm going to go with the Rams. I got to stick with the Rams, you know? So plus 700. If they hit
You're
it,
taking the
that's-
Rams, huh?
yeah. So that's plus 7 units if I hit. So that's good.
I can't believe you're sticking with the Rams, bro.
Yeah, bro.
It's just it's people that haven't been there in a while, you know? Like they haven't felt that.
I just feel like they want it, you know?
All right.
So I just feel like they want it, and I just feel like they haven't seen it before. They get new energy. Their energy looked good when I just last watched their last game. So I just like them.
Fair enough. We want to see Stafford win, so
Yeah, of course. So we got for the co-main event in the UFC fights, we're gonna add this to our. We want to do 6 picks a week, so this will be our fifth pick. We got Brandon Moreno versus Davison Figueiredo for the flyweight belt. Who do you got?
taking Moreno.
Okay, you're taking Moreno. So Moreno.
I just don't like Figueiredo. I think he's too testy and feisty. I don't know.
Yeah,
I think he
feel
wants
that.
it too bad. It's just
No, I feel that, but
Moreno
I also,
feels composed, you know?
Yeah, no, I was feeling that all week, but I just feel like it's the power puncher night. I feel like Figueiredo is just gonna do it. So I'll take Figueiredo at plus 146. And then our main event, the heavyweight belt, we got Ngannou and Gan. What are you thinking?
This is a tough one, D. I mean, Ngannou has been so cocky. Like he's saying all these things in the media that's like Like
It's
not the
weird.
belt. It's not the belt that defines him. It's him that defines the belt. It's like
Yeah.
I think he's getting too big headed and doesn't understand that
Yeah, it looks like that.
he has an opponent in front of him that's gonna test what he's got. So I'm taking Cyril Gane, dude. I
Yeah.
have to.
No, I like that. I honestly think he's gonna win, but for some reason, I always when it comes to UFC, I always bet on who I want to win rather than who I think, just because I always want what I want to happen.
Right.
I want Ngannou just to flatline this guy, and I love where he comes from. I love his story, so I'll take Ngannou at plus 120.
I love
So,
it.
we got 6 picks in, dude. Looking good. We got our Super Bowl pick. What do you got to take us out of here, dude?
All right, buddy. Well, I think that what we're doing is eventually going to pay off. And I think that people, regardless of what they think, will still listen to it. I don't know. I think with the hate and the love that we're getting, people, if we keep shoving it down their throats and keep posting and doing the right thing to kind of get this to blow up a little more than what we're at, I think that we're gonna eventually, like you always say, 10 years down the line, we're gonna still do this.
Yep.
And eventually we want to get more listeners and more viewers and everything. I think what we're doing is good, and I just feel good about talking and helping people pass the time in their day if they're listening to this. And I don't know, it's just a feel good kind of vibe. I'm in the kind of a good mood, you know?
Yeah, no, I love that, dude. And like,
Yeah.
I've been hearing some good things from just like some good buddies that I like, and like they say they got it in their rotation. Shout out Kyle Foreman, thanks for listening, buddy. That means like
Shout
when
out.
I hear shit like that, it's just like, all right, like I always go into this feeling like I'm doing it for nothing, just off my personal enjoyment and feel off of it. But then when you hear it from someone else, you're like, all right, sweet, you know?
Yeah, I know.
You're
It
connected with
feels
someone
good to
else.
hear that. It feels good to hear that someone else listened to you speak, you know? I don't know.
Yeah.
It just,
Puts a little
they're
pep in
taking
your
the
step.
time. Yeah, it's nice.
All right, man. Well, I hope you have a good Saturday. Hope you have a good weekend. Man, I don't know. Let's have a good night.
Let's have a good night. Let's hope that all the picks that we made follow through, even though me and you kind of had some discrepancies in on what we picked, but
That's what we want.
I hope yeah, exactly. We want to have a little bit of like that feud, you know, like we want to make sure that we're not just picking the same things. But yeah, I hope you have a good night. I hope that the teams that you chose won, and I hope the teams that I chose won, even though that can't always be the same thing. Even the fights you chose, I just hope that we have some good events this weekend. You know, it's a good weekend for it.
We will, man. And fuck, dude. I guess we're out of here. I just want to say, Bunker Boys unite, baby.
We
Let's go.
outie, Bunker Boys. Let's go, boy.